Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Some Niger Delta activists have demanded the immediate withdrawal of a bill seeking to amend the act establishing the Niger Delta Development Commission (Nddc) to recognize states where crude oil has just been discovered as member states of the commission. The demand follows reports about renewed moves to officially admit states that have just been conferred with oil-bearing status into the League of Oil-Producing States, much to the dismay of communities in the Niger Delta, which have had to contend with the negative externalities of crude oil and gas production for many decades.
After many years of exploration in the frontier basins, the federal government recently discovered crude oil in Anambra, Kogi, Bauchi, Lagos, and Ogun states. In view of this development, Senator Adeola Olamilekan, representing Lagos West Senatorial District in the Senate, sponsored a bill seeking a review of the Nddc Establishment Act to include the new oil-bearing states on the governing board of the Nddc.
Following the discovery of the crude oil in Alakari local government in Bauchi, Badagry in Lagos, Ipokia in Ogun, Baji in Kogi, and by virtue of this, these states are entitled to the 13% derivation that is due to oil-producing states according to the provision of Section 162, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution. The purpose of this bill is for the Act to make provision for the new state who has joined the League of Oil-Producing States in Nigeria and for states that might eventually discover oil in the future, as opposed to the present position of the Act, which only covers oil-producing states within the Niger Delta region.
Although the amendments bill seeking to draft the new oil-bearing states into the Nddc was resisted by Deputy Senate President Ovie Omagege, Senator George Sekibo, representing Rivers East, and many other senators from the Niger Delta, it has since scaled through its second reading on the floor of the Senate. With reported moves to push the bill further, not a few Niger Deltans are beginning to kick. Former spokesperson for the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, High Chief Anab Saraigbe, who frowns at the move to incorporate the new oil-bearing states into the Nddc, insists that the commission was established not just on the basis of oil production, but to address the sufferings of oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta, notably the distressing situation with widespread environmental pollution.
Because the place has been devastated, the place has been destroyed, the ecosystem is gone, the occupation is gone. There are a lot of spill all over the place. People are dying. And that's why they said, okay, let us set up a commission. These persons who want to join, can they fight for their own commission?
Dr. Edwin Jonathan, a lecturer in the law faculty of the Rivers State University, says the move to admit the new oil-bearing states into the League of Oil-Producing States is rather hasty and sends a wrong signal to long-suffering oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta.
The oil has just been discovered. Let's harvest the oil. Let the federal government make money from the oil before we can rush to include them on 13% derivation. I think that the timing is wrong, and it is a slap on the face of the Niger Delta people who have been bearing the brunt of feeding this nation in every sense of the word. I think it's just politics taken too far.
For his part, Dr. Lucky Eleanya, a political scientist, describes the legislative action intended to alter the geography of the Niger Delta as part of a grand plot to change the region.
Anambra want to join, Oyo want to join, and the tragedy of victory in this kind of situation is that in Oyo, the Ibeti Mabo is being processed by the state government with a private individuals. In fact, Ogun has the highest level of bitumen, and bitumen is more or less petroleum that flows on water, but they have it, and the whole West gang up. They don't want the federal government to give it out since how many years? And therefore, my own normal totality in conclusion is that they are waiting to exhaust oil and gas before they face their resources, including Zamfara, where gold is now being made a private property of the state government. So the whole Nigeria will kill Niger Delta, they will kill South, then they turn to their resources.
The NDDC was established through an act of parliament in 2000 to intervene in the plight of communities ravaged by widespread environmental degradation, livelihood losses, unemployment and poverty. Its establishment draws insights from the Willings Commission report of 1958, which designates the Niger Delta as a special area in need of administrative attention. Worried that the political, social and economic experiences in states where oil have just been discovered in Nigeria are not compatible with those in the Niger Delta, Comrade Darlington Nwaoju, spokesperson for the Niger Delta rights advocates, fears that the bill sponsored by Senator Olamilekan is politically motivated.
That is purely political, and to my mind is way preposterous. That is not what we need if we say we are one people. If this is one Nigeria, then I do not think that other ethnic nationalities should begrudge the people of the Niger Delta for having the NDDC. They in fact should be grateful to the people of the Niger Delta for allowing the rest of the nation access to their resources, for which other parts of the country have been well, even far more developed than this region.
Opponents of the bill seeking to draft non-indigenous states of the Niger Delta into the NDDC have rejected it as part of an ongoing scramble for crude oil resources, which in the Nigerian parlance is referred to as the national cake. They would rather have sponsors of the bill empathize with the Niger Delta by supporting ongoing reforms in the NDDC instituted by the government of President Muhammadu Buhari to strengthen the commission to improve on its service delivery to blighted communities in the region.
Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, making a difference.
Inside the Niger Delta,